Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. As we said off the top of the break, he's been waiting patiently in the green room. It's now time for the Coach's Corner, and joining him under the cone of silence is the one, the only Crib Point superstar. The senior coach of the Crib Point Football Netball Club is Duane Annable. Mate, welcome to the garage and welcome to the cone of silence.
Thanks for having me, boys. Yeah, love the setup here.
Yeah, and you'd love particularly one little bit of the setup, don't you?
Mate, Suss's wall of fame.
It is.
Unbelievable.
You don't have to. It's fucking embarrassing.
What's that one you can't read? The writing's really small.
Yeah, it looks like he's done it himself.
Yeah, has he typed that up?
I think that's his typewriter. I think that's his will.
That's from the Marine Board. I love it. Love it.
I bequeath everything to the Halftime Heroes.
That's my master's certificate.
50 masters.
Elite.
There it says it up there, master's certificate.
I'll tell you what, it's just...
So you can drive a dinghy.
Does this one life member at Mount Martha Junior Football, do you get in for free to all the junior games? Because you can drive it anyway.
So you and your handy cam.
All right,
Man, it's busy.
Let's lower that cone of silence.
Have we fixed that thing? Because remember last week it didn't seal? We could hear everything.
We could hear everything. We could.
It's got. Have you fixed it this week?
Bit of silicon.
The pulleys are broken.
The pulleys are broken.
Yeah, we'll get the pulleys fixed and pull it over straight over his head.
So do we just? So what is it operating or not?
Yes,
I
it is.
feel like I need a button.
Technically, it's operating.
All right,
You do need a button.
Yeah,
You
I
do need a button.
Well, no, I've got a distress button. Normally, I press it when Spook's here.
Duress.
Duress.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Stress.
A stress.
Same.
Well, let's lower that cone of silence and get this shit started. It's Anna's from the Crib Point Football Netball Club, senior coach. If you don't mind, let's lower it down right now.
Can you hear us, you reckon?
I don't know. Anna's, are you there?
No.
Good to go.
Yeah, good.
Commish.
Fantastic.
Commish.
First time it's worked properly.
Oh, Jesus, look out.
There we go.
Anna, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
And sorry about the
Nah.
long-winded bloody Susevich story. And,
No, he's a good man, Suss.
but it's an impressive ball, isn't it?
Yeah,
We can just see it through the perspex. And it gets a bit foggy in here, mate. Right, now, all those boys at Cribby reckon they go all right. Have a listen to this plug here. So your coach, 245 games at Crib Point, league best and fairest in 1999, which was a big year, 1999. You got that framed on the wall a few times at home, I reckon. In 1999, in round 16, kicked 18 goals, 18 individual goals against Dramana. How things have changed.
Yes.
It'd be tricky to do that now against Dramana. There'd be
Absolutely.
45 Gertzes hanging off you.
Yeah. No, there'd be no chance.
Beating Dramana that day, 54-24, 348 to 4 behinds. That's just a lazy 344-point win.
Yeah. Yes. We had a good year that year. Made the grand final, which we unfortunately lost.
Right.
But that particular day, needed 17 for the ton. So the boys really looked after me and managed to get 18.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
everyone ran on. I actually think Simon Goosey kicked his 100th the same day.
Did you just say Goosey?
At Hastings.
He did.
That day.
Hastings?
At Hastings that same day, I think Goose kicked his 100th. I think a few of the boys were there watching that game. He kicked it early, and then they came down and ran on.
Golf
when I got
fest-a-thon.
there. So
I'm just going to get underneath.
How many?
Hey, hang on. You got a second? You got a second? Did you just say Goosey?
I did mention that.
How many did he kick?
Goose.
Yeah. On that day?
I don't know how many that day, but he kicked his 100th.
Well, as long as you kick more than him, because he's shit.
Get out of the cone. So how many did you
truck.
kick 100 on multiple occasions?
No, I did it once, but in 2001 when we won it, I kicked 91, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay, they weren't feeding you quite as much as. But mind you, it comes in 54. It's coming about nearly 80 times. So.
Yeah. Tough times for Dramana.
1999, led the goal kicking, 118 goals.
Yep.
It's a nice little thing.
Big year. A few guys kicked 100 that year, I think. But yeah, it was a good year for forwards.
But out of all that, you still couldn't win the flag.
No.
Who beat you in the flag and by how much?
Well, it was Berwick who was coached by Tony Blackford. Everywhere Tony Blackford went, I just couldn't beat him. When he was at the Bombers, when he was at Sereno.
Yeah, right.
At Red Hill, the year we made the grand final in 2014, I coached. We lost 3 games that year. 2 were against Blackers, so Blackers been a bit of thorn in my side.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But no, it was a cracking game. We led at 3/4 time,
Yeah.
but yeah, they
Hey,
ran over
did
us,
you just talk about Blackers? Did you just mention Blackers? He's a good mate of the show. He's a cracker. He was fucking hard to beat. Jeez, everywhere he went, he coached really well. Anyway,
Fucking cone.
Yeah. So nah, I think we lost by 8 or 9 points. Tough day after a really good year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then you bounced back in 2001.
we did, yeah.
Winning the flag.
We did, yeah. 2000, I went to Frankston for a year at the VFL under Macy, which was a great experience for me. Really taught me a lot about training and standards and that sort of stuff. And yeah, came back in 01 and we had a super team. And yeah, grand final day, yeah, up there with definitely, one of the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah,
for sure.
fantastic.
It was a great
That
day.
and the kids.
Of course.
Yeah, getting married.
Oh, yeah, all that.
Of course. Goes
Which
without
I'm
saying.
about to
Goes
do.
without saying.
I'm about to do for the second time. In a
Oh,
few
well,
months,
yeah,
so, yeah.
in a couple of months' time.
Yeah,
After
September.
footy season. Yeah, surely.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think about guys that get married in bloody, March and they need to
Yeah,
no pre-season,
we
come
had
back
a few
and
of those, yeah. We
Yeah.
had a couple of those.
how
this
do
year.
you handle that?
Try to bite my tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
Blokes
gotta-
that go
gotta
away
live
during
life,
the
don't they?
year too, but
Yeah, hunting trips and shit like that.
wouldn't have happened in
Oh,
the
no,
90s. But
Jesus, no.
anyway, we digress.
Oh, so yeah, we all get a bit older. So you played 86 games at Peninsula Raiders, coaching them for 5 years.
I did.
As you seasoned.
I did. So, yeah, I mean, this is my third stint with Cribby. Coached 03, 04 as a playing coach when I was only 26, pretty young.
Yeah.
Then coached 14, 15, non-playing coach at Crib. And then, headed up to the Raiders, have a kick initially and ended up, coaching the main 35 side and sort of overseeing the club's coaching and hung around there up until, coming back to Crib a couple of years ago. But loved my time at the Raiders. I'm still having the odd kick there when I can. I think I played 4 or 5 games last year. But
So they got over 35s.
2 over 35 sides, 45s, 50s, 55s, women's side. It's a
Fantastic.
great place. Yeah. For guys, a lot of guys between the ages of
Because you're doing it for
35
different reasons, isn't it?
100%, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just an outlet, having a beer, and they do great stuff with mental health there as well. So it's a fantastic place to be around.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think they're talking about the Raiders now.
Good club. A lot of I think 35s.
Hey,
When the cone comes up, we'll have to ask if there's 75-year-olds.
It's the chief here. So it's your third year at Cribby, back at Cribby.
Yes.
Um,
Third stint, third year. Yep.
With a great developing list, and we're all over Cribby here. I know one particular fella over there who just loves the. You're talking about the bloody train timetables, the boat timetables, and that sort of stuff. The submarine timetables.
He mentions that regularly, doesn't he?
But you're developing really nicely, aren't you? And you must be happy with the trajectory. I know there's been a few kicks in the guts, which has lit a fire along the way. But
Yep.
Trajectory seems
Yeah.
pretty balanced.
Yeah, I mean, going back, Cribby, we probably really bottomed out there around COVID, just after Steve Hamill came in and nurtured the kids for a couple of years with Andrew Gilmore as assistant, and then he coached for 2 years, and then Andrew Wiskin, the president at the time, approached me to come back in, and the boys were around that 23, 24, 50, 75 games in a pretty good sweet spot. And we've been able to add some recruits, which has always been a really tough thing for Crib. But yeah, it's been a journey, and as we've missed those finals the last couple of years, which has been really tough. But yeah, I mean, I'm only really coaching for one reason, just to get the boys playing.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Awesome.
Tyler Hobson, he's a great leader for us.
Yeah, right.
And he was, I think he was falling out of love a little bit with footy, and he had a few injuries and that. So we've been lucky in the last 2 to 3 years to probably since I've been at Crib Point in the mid-90s, we've had the most recruits in the last couple of years than I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. Fantastic. And the results are showing that too. I mean, you're not getting blown away.
Yep.
You're in every game.
Yep.
You're winning over 50% of your games this year.
Yep.
So that's all. It's all. Does it feel as though it's coming together, Anna?
It does.
As you get that feeling, don't you? When you lie in bed at night,
yeah.
you think, Jesus, what else can I
Yeah,
do?
yeah. It's our list profile is still quite relatively young.
Yeah.
When I say young, I mean most of our guys are 25, so it's right in that sweet spot for a lot of those boys. And we've the excuse of we're building, we're developing, we don't use that anymore.
Okay.
But we still do play some immature footy at times. So we've really worked hard trying to have a sustainable, mature brand of footy that stands up no matter what's sort of happening during the game. I've been really lucky to get Mark Stewart as an assistant coach last year, and Dan Farmer, who is a playing sort of assistant. He's injured at the moment, but those two guys for me, I've never done any courses or personal development in terms when it comes to coaching.
Yeah, right.
I look at Stewie and Farms, and they're better coaches than I am.
Right.
I tell them that.
Right.
I'm a good organizer, people person, communicator, but those two guys, that's the way they see the game. I think it's a really good blend what we've sort of got with the three of us. And Dan's doing a lot of work. He's an assistant coach with Oakley Chargers.
Okay.
In the coach league.
Yep.
He sees the game really well. The three of us have got we got our own strengths. It works well, but time will tell. It's such a tough comp, and how close it's been the last couple of years. You just can't let your guard down.
But I reckon it's really refreshing to hear you say that, because communication is key as a coach. I mean, if you can't do anything if you can't communicate with your players, if you don't come across as genuine as well, they pick it straight away.
Yeah.
So if you've got guys around you and surround you with, the Kevin Sheedy theory, just surround yourself with really good people.
Yeah.
You can pretty much get through anything. And if you're the last voice they hear before they go out, or you're not, and you're not too worried about it, that's just so refreshing to hear.
Yeah. Look, and there's tricky parts with sort of coaching the club that you grew up in and played in. I'm coaching a lot of my mates' sons.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I've had some falling outs with some of my best mates of 30 years.
Yeah.
But that happens. We try to move on. But it is tough. Like, especially now, we have got a strong side. Guys that have been there for a long time, or sons of mates that you got.
Yeah.
Back in 2014, I had to drop one of the Cook boys, and his old man sort of jumped me in the rooms.
Yeah.
Prelim final weekend it was,
right.
And he got back in for the grand final, and I had to drop one of my other best mates. So it has its pros and cons being at your local club. It's a bit each way. So but look, you just gotta deal with that.
Yeah. It's all part. Unfortunately, it's all. That's the bad part of the job. The good part, singing the song with the players and everything else. And everyone loves doing that, but you got to go through some shitty bits to get there sometimes.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got the. It sounds like you're surrounded by blokes who support you as well.
For sure.
So you make a joint decision. So he's not up to it. He's not. He's having a bad run. Blah blah blah. He needs a couple of games in the twos.
Yeah.
And if everyone supports that, it's when you're an outlier. It's when you just think that and no one else does. That's the issue.
We're pretty on the same page, pretty much majority of the time. But there's good, robust discussions. And Farms is an outsider, so he really, he says it how it is sometimes, and which is great and refreshing. Some of the stuff that he sort of says.
So your Oakley Chargers assistant coach.
Yep.
He would bring a fair bit to the table. Is there a game style that he sees and would like to bring to you guys?
Well, it's not so much. I suppose what and Dan's was on Collingwood's list a long time ago. Yep. He won premierships at Dingley. Yep. He's been a great footballer in his own right. But Dan really identified for us probably early last year that we're a side that we probably can't play real fast footy.
Yep.
We probably don't have our list profile, and our skill profile doesn't quite allow us to do that.
Sure.
So we've got to pick our moments.
You just turn it over too much if you do that.
And we were.
Yeah.
And we weren't set up well to defend it.
Right.
So we have to be a bit more controlled with our ball movement, especially in the back half.
Yep.
and pick our moments
Right.
when we go. So yeah, he was really good at identifying that and being able to explain that, and for us to then sort of coach that.
Yeah, okay.
That was really important for us last year.
Yeah, okay.
And I think our results in that back half of the year showed we're a really sustainable brand of footy.
Yeah, and it's key. You got to play within. You've got a list of players, and you've got
Yep.
to play within their capabilities. You've got to coach within their
You
capabilities.
can't just do what you want to do.
You can't have a game plan that's going
Yeah.
to suit Geelong and say, well, this is the way Geelong do it, so
Yeah.
we're just going to forward
Yeah.
handball all day long.
Yeah,
It's-
but footy's changed so much. Like it's just back a decade ago.
yeah.
Even the way you talk to players now and communicate with them, it's so different. It's so different. And our leaders, they talk to me about that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they say, Annas, we need you to do this or tone this down.
Yeah,
or,
okay.
and we've got really good two-way communication with that. So they're a great bunch of guys. There's no bad guys. They're great guys. They want success, and they all work hard.
Yeah,
and
sounds like
hopefully-
a lot of it's player driven, which is fantastic.
it's all positive.
Yeah.
But we just copped a few early injuries this year, which hasn't helped. I say a lot of clubs get that, but
Yeah.
we've copped a few just really bad ones, not little ones.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we might, we'll get a few guys back
Long-term
later.
ones. Yeah,
We've just
okay.
got to get through this next month. Is really critical for us.
Just got to keep eking the wins out every now and again. It's and take a loss every now and again, but keep building. So the year so far,
Yep.
you beat the Bombers,
Yep.
which is a great
Yep.
start to the year.
Yep.
Chelsea 24-point loss. That's not. I mean, we see Chelsea as being one of the favourites,
For sure.
if not the favourite. So
Yep.
that was a really decent result, really, to be honest.
Look, it was. Josh LeGrice did his hamstring the Thursday night before round one, so he's our best player.
Yeah, right.
So we haven't had Josh till the weekend. He played about half a game against Tyler on the weekend, so he's going again now. But and Will Stewart put a nail through his hand at work that week as well. So
Right.
they're our two most contested on ballers.
Yeah, righto.
And against Chelsea, look, we knew we were going up against it, but right up to 3/4 time, we were with them.
Yeah, okay.
So we did
Good result.
we did look at it as a positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Chelsea have had the wood on us a bit over the last 3 years, which is frustrating.
Yeah, they had to wood on a lot of
They have.
teams.
They
so
have.
You're not an outlier there.
Yeah, but they were the ones that rolled us in that last game of 3 points last year.
Yeah.
So look,
Yeah.
look,
No, nice to see you've moved on too.
curled up in the fetal position in my wardrobe at home. No, look, and so we did take plenty of positives out of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Red Hill got you by 16 points.
Should
Was
have
that
been-
down on the hill?
Nah, that was at home. It was
Righto.
Anzac Day. We came out of the blocks. I think with 3 goals up at quarter time. We should have been 5 goals up.
Right.
Um,
So you left the minute.
yeah, and then look, they just third quarter they just started to get a hold of us around the footy a little bit. They're too talls. I watched some footage and they got those two rangy guys, sort of McDonald and the other guy starts with P. Can't remember his name, but I didn't think they were as tall as they were.
Yeah,
They're
right.
quite rangy. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
big units, but
Yeah.
one of them, Macca, got a hold of us. He kicked 6'4", I think,
Yeah,
on us.
righto.
So we let him get off the chain a bit, and they just overran us. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
a cracking game.
Then you got over Hastings
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
27 points the entire extra well. So
Yeah, we did. So
with Pearstale now coming up. So another test, and is that at Pearstale?
no, it's at home.
It's
It's
at
a
home,
big
right.
day for us. Past Players Day this weekend.
Right.
So I've started to have a look a bit of their vision and break them down a little bit. I
right.
think they play a pretty similar style of footy to us.
Yep.
They're quite a high kick, uncontested mark side,
Yep.
averaging about 200 kicks a game, about 60 uncontested marks a game,
Yeah, right. Okay.
which is not far off our numbers.
Right.
So, I watched them against Frankston just in the first quarter where they were quite good. They
Yep.
looked like they control the ball.
Yep.
I know they've lost Eddie and obviously the Bassinick boys, but
Yeah.
looks like they've moved Jake Frawley forward. He was forward on the weekend. Big Mitch Davis down there. I don't know about Cruz. I know he got that knock at Summy, but someone mentioned to me today, it might be an eye socket possibly. But
Right.
he didn't
Well,
play
that's
last
no good.
week. But we'll see.
Okay.
He's always a hard matchup. So
Do you watch Vision? Do the other coaches watch it as well? Like your forwards and mids? And that?
yeah, we do.
And then you all get together
Yeah.
and say, this is what we're seeing? Or
Just more over the message. Like we don't
send it out to your group?
We don't see farms every week because these are charges. So
Righto.
a lot of it's over message. with me, Stu in Farms, breaking down the stats, some vision that we want to show. Yeah, Thursday we always do a review, analysis and review.
Yeah, right.
Thursday before we go out.
Okay. So you do that with the playing group?
Yeah.
Or you go work on...
Yeah, generally the senior group.
Yeah.
Whatever our focus might be.
Okay.
Here's some quick vision on a few things.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's our focuses before we go
Okay.
out. So we do that for 15, 20 minutes every Thursday.
Okay.
Before we run out, just with mainly the senior squad.
Yeah. And there's something we didn't do 10 years ago too. There's vision and bloody stats and numbers and all sorts of
and
things.
you can break it down as much as as much as you like.
Yeah.
But you just got to take the bits and pieces that you need. And there's been a few areas of our game we've battled with. Petter was a bit undecided about playing. He played his first game on the weekend, so we haven't had him for the first month.
Right.
Smitty missed a game. So we've sort of been battling without one ruckman sometimes and not two.
Yeah,
we
right.
generally play
Right.
with two ruckmen,
Right.
which we haven't really had till the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
So we've been losing hit-outs convincingly and
okay.
hits to advantage. I think we only had 25 for the first 4 rounds.
That's
So,
okay if you know it's coming because you can set on-ballers up around that, but it's when it sneaks up on you.
Yeah. So there's a few areas of our game where we really want to get rolling on, and we think we can.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's great. Now we're going to lift the cone. These two guys who pretend that they don't really care. They actually do care.
Yeah.
So the cone's coming up. Boys, this is Anna's from...
Oh,
Hey, Annis.
we met
Sorry,
earlier.
mate.
We met
Good
earlier.
point.
How was that?
Yeah.
It was
What have you been talking
okay.
about?
Good. It was a
There
good
lot
chat,
of
that one.
pointing.
You're
There was a bit
very-
of pointing and...
Very... Oh, you mentioned a few things.
Yeah, I thought he mentioned Macca.
No, I know you
Oh.
did. He ever? So
Has he talked about the 8 players from Mornington that are actually on their list?
he said there was a couple went over.
There's 8. I missed one. I lip read one you said.
Did you?
There's 8. So Smith, Mottram, DeCluver, Whelan, Bonington, Goosey. You got Hobson and you got Tavian too. I noticed Harry DeCluver must be playing some good footy. He played a bit of senior footy with us too. But where are you playing him? What position?
Harry plays sort of a high forward for us. Look, Harry's such a determined footballer. He's not the most naturally gifted, but he'll do anything for you.
He's culture. I love Harry. He's a ripper. He still comes to some of our games when we don't clash.
Yeah.
He's just a good fella.
He's a ripper, mate. And, his old man's been around the club forever too, and his brother. Harry always kicks his 1 or 2 goals a week. He might bob up for 3 or 4, but the work he does up higher, getting up to stoppages and protecting, and if someone's getting a tag, he's the first one to get in there and try and iron them out.
Yeah,
so
right.
He does all the hard stuff, Harry.
Yeah,
doesn't get as much
you need them.
recognition.
And obviously Whelan was, he played before my time, but he's back this week. And Tyler Hobson was a good player for us too. Pretty solid defender.
He did his hammy last week, a little one, so he's going to miss a couple of weeks.
He's an honest defender. He's a good fella too, Tyler. And
he's a ripper.
Smithy, obviously, bit of culture there with the big fella. He's
Smitty,
fantastic.
he's obviously they won him and Tommy Panich won the flag at cricket this year, so we didn't see.
Right.
He missed a fair bit of training leading into round 1, so he's catching up a little bit.
And I look at a lot of those boys, like there's a little bit of mix of senior footy with us, but they were a big part of 23, when we had a lot of depth in that Division 2, and then when we went to Divi 1, most of them came, some of them didn't, and they've come across, but they're all good pickups.
Look, Moddy, Finn,
they're all quick.
Tavian and Moddy have already played a senior game, but our twos team at the moment is probably the best twos team I've seen since I've been at the club.
Yeah,
we've got really good depth, so that's something we haven't really had.
That's huge.
So it's critical for us. Some of those boys, 3-pointers as well. So
get them in, fit them in.
He's a bit of a juggle. But they've fitted in at the club. They're all great boys. And then they knew a few of our guys as well. So and they're looking for senior opportunities.
You got a money ball at times. Now listen, I've got a soft spot for your side. My old man played in the 1985 Premiership at Crib Point.
Oh, really?
So, I was a young fella. So I spent a bit of time down at the Crib Point Football Club. As I would have been 8
Yeah,
when he won that flag.
Yeah.
So I was down there a fair bit. So whenever I walk into the rooms there, and I've coached against Crib Point, but I've been down there a couple of times, I take my young fella and we always point him out
Yeah,
up
wow, I didn't know that.
on the wall there. So, but I'm interested to know, you mentioned Will Hamill
Do you
just
feel bad
before.
about taking the players now or not really?
No,
Still no.
I'm happy to share. Happy to share. Happy to share. Hey,
They
you mentioned
got 80 under 19s.
we have. We've got a lot.
all the time.
We've got a lot. You mentioned Will Hamill before.
Yeah.
I mean, what a pickup. Steve Hamill, I know really well. He's a principal down the road from me. He's a cracking guy.
He is,
Will must be great to get back when you get him back for games.
He is. And look, we only got him once last year, and the one on the weekend will probably be the only time we get him again.
Yeah.
So, but the boys love it when he comes back. You know, we played him on a wing and bit half forward on the weekend, tried to get him a goal. He kicked 5 behinds.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
Nearly a goal.
Yeah, nearly. One out on the full too, I think. So he couldn't snag one. But yeah, look, Will's quiet. But yeah, you can just tell when he's out on the ground, the stuff that he does, the way that he moves, how clean he is. Yeah, he's next level.
Yeah, he's a bit stiff not to be on an AFL list still.
Yeah, he was stiff to get pushed out.
What age is he?
Oh, look, he'd have to only be 25,
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I reckon.
Played a lot of games with the Crows.
Yeah. So, no, look, it's great. Yeah, Hammer, obviously, as I said, coached those couple of years early. These boys that are there now, 25, 26, when they were 18, 19, and we bottomed right out, Hammer took them under his wing and just got games into them and coached them the right way. And he sort of started this process where we're at now. So,
Yeah, 100%. Now, the last thing I want to finish on, I don't know if you've noticed. Have you noticed something? Have a look at these two blokes. Have you noticed something?
grey hair, probably.
Well,
Just their shitty hats.
no, I was going to say the commish hasn't got his normal hat on, but he's got one that's aging. And I've looked at Anna's, and that one's got a bit of age about it as well.
Yeah.
These hats, it's the old Magpie too. If you look at his
Yeah,
new
it
Magpie,
is,
it's
yeah,
got a very
Corduroy.
different.
It
It's
is.
very
I
different.
don't
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah,
I thought you'd like his hat. Fantastic. I just had to point that out because I was looking at his hat
Yeah.
before going, I
Yeah,
don't know,
no,
has the commish
actually-
got his old one? He hasn't. He's got
I
St
think I
Andrews.
might
Have
have
you
actually
lost that
lost
one?
it this time. I think it's
Can't-
done.
Proper loss.
You
Maybe.
can't lose that hat.
I don't know. I looked in the back of the car on the way. I thought it's guaranteed because I throw shit out the back. Nothing. I reckon Steph dug it.
Yeah, good. So is that a wrap?
Well, have you got anything?
No, I've got nothing. That was very. Well, from
Hey,
what I
hey, just
from what I could see.
your twos on the weekend, that score they talked about. Hey, Davidson kicked 9. Is he a chance this week? I don't even know him, by the way. I just
Brad.
looked and went, who's kicked all the goals? Davidson's
Brad,
kicked 9.
yeah.
Surely he's going, hold on a minute, I've kicked 9.
Brad's 37.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's
Yeah.
yeah. How old's Petter, though?
40.
Yeah, well, he's got a case then.
Yeah. Look, Davo's a ripper. In 2014, when we made that grand final against Sereno, we won 6 games that year by less than a kick. And 2 of them, one was the prelim against Rye by a point, and he kicked one from the boundary to win it for us. He did another one against Dramana that year as well. Yeah, he's a genuine forward goal sneak. Doesn't lay any tackles, but yeah, knows where the goals are. So
you'd have to bump out Kyle Hurston or something like that. You'd have to bump out one of those boys to get a spot.
to get
Yeah.
Davo in. Yeah, nah. So look,
Like it.
he's having fun down there. Yeah, the boys in the development side are having a lot of fun at the moment. So it's good to see.
Good for your culture.
Fantastic. So obviously the aim is this year, Emma's to play finals, to sneak into the final series there somewhere and get some experience into the boys again, projecting towards next year.
Well,
You
yeah,
sign for next year?
No. It was a 3-year agreement.
Right.
Firm.
Right.
Firm.
Look, I
Mm.
don't know that we just want to make it. I mean, I hate to go back on it, but last year, before that last game, we were sitting third on the ladder.
Yeah.
We just rolled Frankston and Pearcedale. You know, if that last game had went our way, we would have finished exactly where Devon finished,
Yeah.
where they've won it from.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we could have done some damage last year.
Yeah.
So it's not just about making it, but for us, I think, we're all in for this year.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a bloody tough comp. You know, I look at it. We won 12 games last year and we didn't make it.
Yeah, no, it's 12 games is
So-
almost a guarantee. 12 out of 18 was guaranteed 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I raised it with the league, and people will say it's only because of what's happened to us. But I think Division 2 should be a top 6. 12 teams. I think it should be a top
Yeah,
6.
good point.
There's a lot of clubs that haven't played finals for a long time.
Yeah.
Give someone an opportunity. You can still have the same amount of weeks. You just got to tweak the finals fixture. You know, 1 and 2 have the week off. 3v6, 4v5, and then you're back to normal
Yeah,
after
don't mind
that.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
apparently it was discussed, but yeah, knocked on the head. But we don't just want to make it, but
Yeah.
you know, you look at last
Gotta
year,
be-
we've already lost 2 games. We had a really tough draw to start with. We lost 6 last year and didn't make it, so we've only got 3 or 4 up our sleeve.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, if everything goes
To lose.
Yes,
That is.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
look at your draw, you know, we haven't
Mm.
played Seaford yet. We're going to play Frankston again, Chelsea again, Red Hill again.
Yeah.
You know, so you look
haven't
at
played
that.
Summer yet, have you?
We haven't played Summer.
Yeah, yeah.
So that gets the anxiety levels up a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
when,
yeah.
when,
Yeah, when you look at the draw.
that.
Don't look too far ahead, mate. If you're
I
coaching,
know,
just-
I know. But, so look, we're going to have to find some wins
Yeah,
along the way. And,
okay.
and even the sides below you can't write them off on their day. Anyone can bob up. So you just got to be good every week.
Yeah, no, you've got to keep turning up.
And it's taken. I probably don't. I know you probably don't want to relive it, but the way you missed out, like shit, it is a shot at goal. Am I right in saying that? Is it a shot at goal? Was it?
Yeah, it was. Look, it was. It was like a slow car accident the last quarter in that game. But I mean, we had a shot for goal with 30 seconds to go to put us in front, which unfortunately just sailed right. But yeah, you know, I'm sitting in the coach's box looking at the other scores. You know, Pearsdale were 5 goals up on Devon that day, got rolled. Summy obviously rolled Frankston with a couple of their boys going down. But I haven't looked back to a month before that. You know, Devon beat Seaford after the siren at Devon one day. Another 5 seconds on that game.
Yeah.
Devon are 4 points less.
It just
We're in.
wasn't meant to be for you.
Yeah, it's just-
We just needed one
Things
result
conspire
to
against you
go.
sometimes,
Nothing,
isn't it?
absolutely nothing.
And
went
then your
way.
percentage, well, that comes back to the fixture. Who do you play twice?
Correct, yeah.
And that's where that top 6 again, because of the unevenness with the fixture, the percentage, you know, it's never going to be even. So, yeah, look, it was a car crash watching it. And then we walked in the rooms and I just knew. I think the Devon Pearsdale game was still going. And everyone was on their phones in the rooms. But, yeah, it was like a morgue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's hard-
read
it's hard to
on
know
the
what to
maths to make
say.
sure it's right.
Yeah,
Like
I just knew deep down that with Summy's win, the percentage they got over us was getting above us. So the other results just had to be wins, and we were out. So had to walk into the office for a couple of minutes before I spoke to the boys.
Yeah,
and
just calm the farm. Just
Pete, my team manager, who always calms me down. He got a hold of me, and did my best.
well, mate, it's lit the fire. And the fire's burning well and truly, mate.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in. We love
worries.
you being here. It's the first time you've been in the garage.
It is.
It's an impressive setup.
It
And
is.
thanks about the wall, too, about recognising the wall
It's
of
all right.
stupidity over there. Fantastic.
I love it. I love it. Sus a good man. He always supports Cribby. He's
Oh,
Yes, he does.
Oh, mate. He's
He
on and
does.
off.
He does.
No, I'm on.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on.
on and off.
I think he's
Jumped
on
off.
more than off.
I've jumped off Pearsdale. That's what I've jumped off.
Yeah. Annas, thanks for coming in. All the best to Cribby moving forward
Thank
over
you.
the next ensuing months as the weather gets cold and all that sort of
big
bullshit.
boys month.
So it's big
We'll get
boys
into it.
month. So may you chalk out a few wins and be there knocking at the door come late August.
let's hope so.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
No worries.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks, boys.
Absolutely fantastic. We're going to take a quick break. That was the Coach's Corner with Dave Annable from Crib Point Football Netball Club. Senior coach, you are listening and watching the Halftime Heroes.